For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Jesus. Watch, there's a reason I'm reading all this. Well, let me say this again. For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. Look, no one. What's it say? No one. Come on, be humble with me. I'm making a real strong point here in the Holy Ghost. Who? No one. There's so many opinions tossed out there about God. We do it ourselves in the church all the time. No one has ever seen God at any time. The only begotten, the Son of God, the Word made flesh, who's in the bosom of the Father, He has declared Him to us. So if what you say about God does not agree with the life Jesus lived and what He said by living that life, then what are we saying? Because no one has seen Him unless you've seen the Son. You define an Old Testament God, you're deceived. Because the Old Testament was pointing to what was to come. Everything is pointing to Christ. The Old Testament is the New Testament concealed. It's a type and shadow. It's allegories. It's pointing to what was to come, the new and living way. If all you have is an Old Testament understanding of God, you'll be way deceived. If you go back and define God in the Old Testament and try to bring it into the New and don't interpret it through Christ and through grace and truth, you have a misunderstanding of who the Father is. That's how the church got legalistic. That's where the shepherding thing people talk about that hurt a lot of folks came into play and all that stuff. That's where the hell and brimstone preaching came from too. Come on, be humble with me. Verse 18. Who? No one. Come on, just narrowing things down. No one has seen God at any time until you've looked to Jesus. And once you look at Jesus, you've finally seen the Father. If your definition of God does not line up to the life Jesus lived and the expression of God through Jesus' life, then why are we saying it? Why are we preaching it? Why are we thinking it? Why are we believing it? If we say stuff like, well, yeah, but sometimes, brother, God just chooses to this and God chooses that. That's the same voice Eve heard in the garden, and she was sure deceived. Where do you get that? Well, God sometimes, yeah, but brother, you got to understand, God sometimes just, where do you get that? You get that through life, not through the Son. You show me through the Son where God says that and does that. You get that through life. Well, yeah, but God doesn't always heal, brother. Show me that through the Son. I need somebody to show me that through the Son. Because no one at any time has ever seen God, but the Son has declared Him. You show me that through the Son, that He doesn't heal all the time. Somebody has to show me that through the Son. Nobody can. Then why are we saying otherwise? You see that's on me right now? Do you see what's on me? I don't even want to feel this way. It's so serious. It's incredible. Why are we so quick to speak and slow to listen? No one has seen God at any time until we've seen the Son. Now we've seen God. Yeah, but He doesn't always heal, Dan. Show me that through the Son. Well, yeah, but sometimes God lets His judgment fall, Dan. Show me that through the Son. It's the same voice that Eve heard. And it's deception. And we're biting the bait and eating the fruit and taking the fall again and again and again and again. God said, lay your hands on the sick and they recover. We say, but not everyone. God said, don't eat the tree. It's the day you surely die. The voice says, oh, you're not going to die. God just knows. And the day you eat the tree, you'll be. So go ahead. It's okay. God didn't mean what He said. Yeah. Philip. Oh, Philip, you're awesome. I love you, Philip. Right? Can you imagine Jesus? Philip. Can I have fun with you? Philip, oh, you little knucklehead, Philip. Philip, buddy, have I been with you all this time? And yet you say, show us the Father? Philip, don't you know that when you see me, you've already seen the Father? Hello? Colossians 1:15, he's the visible image of the invisible God. But it's amazing how we have thousands of churches, denominations, camps, streams, because we can't agree on one thing. Jesus is the will of God revealed. We've let life define the will of God instead of Jesus' life. And we've left our opinions and our experiences. Some of us are protecting them, so we'll build a doctrine to protect our experience and start another river that God never dug the bed for. Do you honestly think that all these denominations on the earth are the will of God?
No, absolutely.
There's not one person that could possibly think that and be sincere. It's because we've gotten our eyes off the Son. And honestly, the Word says no one has ever seen God until they've seen the Son. But once you've seen the Son, now you know the Father. Hebrews 1 says in the former days he spoke to the fathers through the prophets. He's talking about the Old Testament, the Old Covenant, in the former days. But in these last days, he has spoken. He has spoken through his Son. And he is the expressed image of who he is and the outraying of his brightness. You cannot know God nor his will unless you humble yourself through the Son. And when you see Jesus, you know the Father. And if you can't find your doctrine in Jesus' life, then why is it in your belief system? If he is the will of God revealed. He's on a Mount of Transfiguration. Moses pops up. Elisha pops up. And there's Jesus. Peter wants to build a tabernacle for all three. And God says, Moses and Elisha disappear, by the way. Are they important? Of course they're important. They both pointed to the Son. But now the Son's here. They both disappear. And God says, this is my beloved Son. Hear him. In these last days, he has spoken. If God's still speaking, which I believe he is, it better be through the Son, or you're not hearing his voice. Yeah, but God told me. Yeah, but I heard. Yeah, but I had a dream. So you had a dream. What does that mean? If it's not through the Son, if it's